Today, we're going to talk today about being a victim or being a leader. Hey, listen, before we get started, I want to just encourage you to like, share, post down below, especially if you're watching by replay. Just hit hashtag replay. We love to connect with you, love to talk with you there in the comment section. And it's always me answering it, and I love to hear back from you. Let us know where you're from, what's going on, and by all means, the little notice button down below. Every time I go live on Facebook, if you click that button, it'll notify you and let you know that I'm live. So let's get right into the message here today. I want you to really think about how you're talking, how you're thinking, and how you're behaving. And I want you to ask yourself, am I thinking, talking, and behaving like a victim? Or am I living up to my higher self, who I really am, is a leader? So am I thinking, talking, and behaving like a leader? Or am I modeling a victim? You really need to ask yourself that. I mean, one stroll maybe down your Facebook post, your Instagram post, may reveal whether you have taken on victimhood or you're really being a leader. A leader is a role model that other people want to follow. And I believe that all of us have to be careful that we model leadership to the next generation. We all have to be conscious that every time we are doing a post on social media, our children are watching every single post you post. And we have to ask ourselves, as leaders, as adults, as people of faith, what are we communicating to our children about us? Forget about everybody else. I like what what's her name? Oh, the lady that fed all the... Mother Teresa, the lady that, really just fed a lot of homeless people in India. She said, we would all do well if we just made sure we kept our own front porch swept off. And forget about everybody else, what's going on with everybody else. Let's just look at you. What are you communicating through social media? What are you communicating as you talk with your friends, with your family? Are you being a role model in demonstrating leadership? Or are your words full of victimhood? It's one thing to be victimized. All of us have been victimized by somebody, by something, by someone. All of us have had bad things happen to us. All of us have had rejection. All of us have had people tell us we're ugly, we're stupid, we'll never amount to anything. All of us all of us in life have been pushed down, been kicked to the curb. That's what I always joke with everybody. I said, man, you kicked me to the curb, bro. And I just joke around with them with that. And so, but all of us, right? All of us have experienced being victimized in one way, shape, or the other. But just because you are victimized does not mean that you need to think like a victim, talk like a victim, post on Facebook and Instagram and whatever else, other platform, preach it from the pulpit, teach it in the schools. Just because we've been victimized does not mean we need to perpetuate being a victim. So let's look at the difference. Okay, let's really look at ourselves and make sure that we are demonstrating leadership, that we are being imitators of God. God, first and foremost, is a leader. Okay? And when I peel myself away deep down inside of me, I am a leader, and I need to make sure that I am a good role model, that other people are looking at me. I have this platform. God has blessed me with this platform, and I have to guard it and be careful what I say and what I do and how I behave. My little dog. because people are watching me. In particular, young people are watching me. And I want to make sure that I lead with confidence. So let's look at victims versus leaders. Victims right now, just evaluate yourself. Victims are always talking about the problem. Leaders are talking about the solution. So are you on social media just posting all the problems, or are you demonstrating leadership and being a solution to the problem? Victims always talk about the past. They live, camp out, and dwell on yesterday. Leaders, they don't dwell on the past. They develop new paths to go in. That's what a leader does. A leader is looking into the future and making a way, making a new path. That's what a leader's doing. Victims bring you their tears. I've never heard a bunch of so many crybabies. So I'm telling you, man, I've never seen. It's like, what is going on with some people? Some, and particularly men. I mean, men are just crybabies. They're weak. Oh, poor you. Shut up. Come on, be a man. Okay. God is not moved by your tears. God's not moved by your tears. God is moved by people who lead by faith. Leaders don't bring God a bunch of tears. Leaders bring God their faith that we can turn this thing around. That's what people are looking for, not your tears. Victims complain. That's all they do, because when you complain about situations, it says you can't do nothing about it. That means you're a victim. Leaders, they don't complain. They say, I love the challenge. Come on, I'm not going to complain. Bring on the challenge. I love the challenge. I love the fact that I am challenged in a greater dimension, at a higher level than other people are challenged at. Leaders love to be the underdog. Leaders love to be told it's impossible. Leaders love for someone to say, you can't do this. Oh man, we've got some victims we got some victimhood flying around all over the place. If you watch for it, you got to be careful, because you can join into other people's victimhoods. You can join into other people's crybaby sessions. But crying's not going to get you anywhere. Crying's not going to get you anywhere. It's not going to do anything for you. And it definitely does not represent somebody who wants to follow you. Victims cry out, "It's not fair! It's not fair!" Leaders say, "Give me a chance. Give me a chance. Come on. I don't care how the odds are stacked against me. Give me a chance. I'll step up and I'll defy the odds." So what are you saying? I want you to evaluate yourself. Now, I don't know about you, but I want to be a good role model. Number one, if you're listening, I want to be a good role model to you in crisis times. That my thoughts, my words, my post, my behavior models that of a leader. Hope you've enjoyed this. Will you do me a favor? There's a lot of people that need to hear this message today. And I talk a lot more about it in my book called The LQ Solution: Influence, Impact, and Increase. And everybody wants more influence. Everybody wants more impact to make a better difference, bigger difference. And everybody wants increase in their life. And the only way to do that is to increase your LQ. Your LQ, your leadership intelligence. And you'll never have greater influence. You'll never make a great impact being a victim. Being a person who's focused on problems, the past, the tears, the complaints, crying it's unfair. You'll never make a difference. You'll never have influence, really. And you'll never experience increase in your life. So go on over to keithjohnson.tv and you can click on my confidence store, keithjohnson.tv/confidence-store. Or just go over to keithjohnson.tv, hit our store, and you can pick up this book, The LQ Solution, and it'll be a great blessing to you. Like this, share this, would you please? Post down below what you think and what your thoughts are about this dynamic of people being victims versus being a leader. Before I go, here's what I want you to know. You are not a victim. You are designed by God to lead. Think like it, talk like it, and behave like it. God bless you. See you tomorrow for Dr. J Today.